Another beautiful day on the homestead. We're getting ready to do a little bit of plowing with this little teeny tractor. Shibura SD 1800 we picked up this summer. Everybody wondered where it went. We had it parked in a container. The only reason we bought this guy is for garden work. Did you glow plug it?
Ready?
You glow plug it?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Oh, you probably need a little more gas. Unfortunately, we lost the key on this, so we will find a new one, but right now we're starting it like this. So we're gonna plow up a little bit of area for the garden out here for next year, or a little bit of area, it'll be a big area. Get that all done, get it rototilled so it's ready to go for the spring. We purchased a machine to lay plastic mulch down on the ground for our garden purposes, but it's not ready yet. I don't know why. It's taking a while to come for some reason. It's coming at some point, I don't know when. But we're gonna get it, and I was hoping to have it here already so that we could lay the plastic strips down. We like to have our plastic down in the fall, then in the spring when the sun starts to warm things up, that dirt warms up faster because it's black plastic already. So I'm hoping it'll still come yet before the winter, but I have no idea. We've paid half of it, and then we'll pay the other half when it arrives. It will be coming, I know that. I just don't know a timeline on it yet, unfortunately. So we're gonna get started anyway though. We're gonna plow the ground, and already that'll then be black, and that'll attract sunshine as well. It's long grass. We'll see how well it plows. It might not work real well. We may end up having to cut it first. And we also haven't set this up yet, so we're gonna get it set up right now, or we're gonna try. You're watching Countryside Acres, by the way. Isn't that an awesome shot with the clouds? I love that. My name is Arend Sbirbanka. You are on the Countryside Acres farm. We, this year, purchased a farm. Been busy building a house, getting things ready. And next year we hope to start growing vegetables, as well as adding cattle and chickens and pigs and whatever else to the farm. And it's all a process. It all takes a lot of time. But next year, hopefully, we'll be operational. We'll be able to start selling produce and food to you. Hi! Hi! We're making it. Slow and steady. It takes actually quite a bit of time just to get it set properly, and I'm not super happy with what's happening yet, but this is first pass. The next time this wheel is going to sit in the track, and then it'll all change again. So the other thing that would be nice if it was four-wheel drive, which it's not, but we're getting it turned anyway. We'll see. I would just rototill it, but it's really long, so it should be cut first, and so by flipping it over, we're hoping that's going to help. That, or we'll just make a big mess. We'll see. Don't know what happened there. For the record, I'm not an expert at plowing. I've done a bunch of it in my life, but more or less self-taught. I do know it's important to have everything set properly. You want everything cutting the same amount. Plow shear should be doing the same amount of work. It should have the same amount of twist on the tractor, be kind of centered so your tractors get the least amount of sideways torque. It takes a lot of extra horsepower to drive the tractor if the plow is pulling it sideways. When you drive down the countryside and you look into a field and you see a nicely plowed field where all the furrows are even and the field is very nice, you should appreciate that, because that farmer has taken the time to set everything up perfectly to do a really, really good job. And that takes a lot of time. Our first pass here, but you can see there's still grass sticking out. When you get it set up right, there shouldn't be. This is a very small tractor, so I can't go down as deep as I would like. And there probably will still be grass sticking out when we're done. And it's also very long grass we're working with. But the idea is to get it consistently the same. And so I'm still playing with it. We had the first furrow was a lot smaller than the second one, so we've adjusted it over. Now I adjusted it for height, and we're going to try it again. And the idea is that the plow should be running fairly level and cutting the same distance. So the tractor is now tipped into the hole, so now we can actually set the plow to the way we like it. And from now on, the tractor should be in the hole, and therefore it should be the same. Okay, go ahead, buddy. Now, you might think this is dangerous, but we're not moving very fast. Nothing's going to happen to him. He's standing up there so he can see better. You see how this side's not cutting, it's grabbing. That can also be because of the long grass. Which makes it a little harder to set up. What I'm looking for is a uniform slice. It still looks like this one's slicing less than this one to me. It's working better than it was. And then also a uniform depth. That this distance here is the same as this guy's cutting and the same as the furrow. By the way, I'm amazed at how much an 18 horse tractor can actually do, two-wheel drive. We'll keep playing with it. It probably won't be perfect, but we'll try. Goes into
in the oven, I think.
Would that make it scratch less?
It seems like it was a little sharp on the bottom. That is a really short stove.
Wow.
Hope you do. What's all in there? Really wide. It's awesome.
His legs.
You're gonna be so happy. I like it. My Gina is happy.
Honey, have you ever had a new stove?
No.
Ever? We've never ever once bought a new stove. We always get used
Oh,
ones.
maybe once in Elk Lake, but we left it there. We sold it.
Oh yeah, we bought all new appliances to sell with the house. That's quite something. We've always bought used appliances. So this will scratch less for sure. Oh, and they're adjustable.
Adjustable? We have two of these pins. The cookie sheets. Here's another one.
Yep. Whoop-a. Yep, slowly. Okay. Ooh, that was with a turkey. No ribs. Oh.
Yeah, with extra racks, maybe. And I think it has to go out. You like the flower?
No.
Yeah?
No.
Yes. Is it nice? I wonder what you're saying. It's a nice bench. How's that working? That's a nice hat.
Trip to town, had to get some more stain and screws and a few other things, and noticed that these guys are cutting hay. It is what, October 25th maybe today, something like that. And these guys got some hay down. Now that is not something you typically would see in the northern parts of Canada. Southern Ontario, yes, you would see that. But in Southern Ontario, they get like 4 cuts of hay. Some guys 5. Short cuts, of course, talking dairy guys here, not beef hay. And I believe this field also belongs to a dairy farmer. But that's pretty neat, October 20 something, and they're cutting hay. Be making haylage, not hay, obviously. It's too much rain right now and not enough long sunny days to get it to dry out. But interesting. Inside here, we've got a whole herd of sheep. So this is also not something you would ever see in Canada. But we became familiar with it in Georgia, and I just think it's cool. So there's no fences here, okay? I don't know if this sheep guy even belongs to this land. There's a shepherd right there.
There's 2 of them.
Oh, there's 2 shepherds here, yeah. So 2 guys watch the sheep and roam around. So in Georgia, this was a regular sight. If you go back on our videos, you can see some of it there as well. Sorry for the blurriness. It is a lot of sheep. But yeah, in Georgia, right, quite often we'd have to like stop because somebody's herding their sheep or their cows across the road. And back in the old school days, we've read storybooks and stuff from long ago already. So we were kind of familiar with the idea that one guy in the town basically would be the shepherd. So he would walk through the village and he would collect everybody's cows in the morning and he'd take them out to the fields. And then in the evening, he would bring them back again, and each cow knows which house it belongs to, and so as they walk back home, they'd go. And when we moved into the village in Georgia, you could see that in the morning. You'd hear the guy going by. He had a shovel in his hand to clean the road, walking behind the cows, and then he'd meet up with a whole bunch of other shepherds. They'd all be out in the field. And in the evening, all those cows come back. So there was a big, long line. I counted the one time, there was over 80 cows coming back towards our village. And then they slowly split up into different lines, and each one heads to its own side of town and back to its own house, and the owners then wait at the gate to get their cow. So I don't know if it's the exact same like that here, because I haven't seen any like communal dairy cows per se like they had in Georgia, but this is one sheep herd. This is all sheep. We passed another one down that way. They have sheep, goats, and cows in that group. Not as many. There's like, I want to say 30 or 40 there, and here it looks like there would be, you know, what, 100 sheep maybe. So very interesting. Little parts of rural Russia.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open.
What is it?
Yeah, the countryside is so pretty.
You want to save it? Where did it come from?
Back someday.
Yeah.
Baby, don't you understand?
So we want to keep it, right?
That we only
So you're
get
protecting
one
it?
life, I wanna make it count. Come on now and take my hand. Hey darling, I love it when it's me and you, on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for 2. Hey darling, you know know we're gonna have a really good time, driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only